Today you're going to make a clay pumpkin. By the end of class today, it's going to look something like this. I'll let it dry and I'll cook it in the kiln and it'll be like this. And then you'll add glaze to it and I'll cook it again and it'll be something like this, bright and shiny and covered in glassy color. All right, so to make this, it's a lot like making a pinch pot. I've got some pinch pots over here that we've made before. So to make a pinch pot, you need to use your strong stop sign hands. Remember, these are your stop sign hands, straight fingers tight together, not floppy fingers, straight, strong fingers. So you're gonna start by smushing it together, getting it towards a sphere, and then you can use your stop sign hands and roll it. Once you get it mostly into a sphere shape, you can do some gentle smoothing if you want, but you're going to take your thumb and push it straight in. Once you've got a hole for your thumb, you're going to use your pinchers. So your pinchers are 2 fingers and a thumb. Thumb goes in the middle, pinching around the edge. Now we're going to leave it a little thicker down here at the bottom than we normally would, because we're going to use that to pinch in the opposite direction to make a stem. So we have a pinch pot, turn it over, it's sort of the shape of a pumpkin. But if I use like you can use 2 fingers and a thumb or even 3 fingers and a thumb, and gently and slowly start pulling some of that clay upward towards the shape of a stem. Start to look like a pumpkin. Now you can go back in the other direction to make this even bigger, pinching and turning. And so you can sort of keep going back and forth. If you want to curl it under a little, you can kind of use your whole hand to pinch it down and around, bring it inward. You can decide what direction, if you want your stem to twist a little or turn in a certain direction. You want to try to avoid any ripping it off. Whenever you have to reattach clay, that creates a weak spot that could fall apart. Now what I'm doing here is I'm using this tool and I'm creating some ridges. Pumpkins have natural ridge lines, so you can either drag this along or rock it. So I'm pushing the tip up to the stem and then rocking it down. So those are the 2 methods, rocking, which kind of puts an imprint, or dragging, like you're drawing the line. Either way is fine. And then if you want, 1 finger into water to smooth out any areas that have started to crack or gotten rough or bumpy. And that's it. You're done for the day. It has to dry and then cook in the kiln, and then we'll be able to add the glaze for color. You do want to get your first name in here. You'll use your tool and carve it along the inside. Just your first name, nice and clear.